Hello, hello. This is Zach, aka Boast Freak, bringing you guys a new video here, a new type of video. For those who've been following me on Twitter and Facebook and that, you've seen I've been getting into this ancient practice of encoding numbers into letters and words, which dates back to Kabbalah and the Book of Formation, which states God created the world by merging the letter with the number with the word. And this theme of the world being created by these numbers and letters is seen throughout all the religions we really look at today. And I can link some examples below on where you can go check this stuff out and further your knowledge on this, as this is undeniable, and for all of what I'm about to show you today to be a coincidence is absolutely improbable. And I challenge you to do the math on it, because you'll be getting up into the millions and billions to one odds. So without further ado, let's get right into this. I did have another little package I had planned for 9/11 today, which I still might get around to doing today. It might have to come out a day or two later, as there's a lot of information that goes into decoding the numerical quote unquote coincidences surrounding the events of 9/11. But as today is 9/11 and this was Ronaldo's return to Manchester United, I just had a feeling that there was going to be some huge numerical rituals going on here, and energy rituals, and I couldn't have been more right. So let's go right into it with the distance between Cristiano Ronaldo's last game for Manchester United and today, 9/11, the day of his return, which has been exactly 4,507 days, which is just absolutely perfect, because if you type out Cristiano using the full reduction method, it equals 45, and of course, where's the number 7 to give you that 4507. And to briefly break down what this full reduction method is, all it is simply, as you know, we'll start with the first one, English ordinal, which is just simply the alphabetical order with its numerical counterparts. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, all the way on to Z is 26. Simple enough. Anyone could really do it. We're basically taught this in kindergarten. So full reduction, you just apply the rules of numerology to that cipher. So once you get to 10, it would be 1 plus 0 equals 1. Therefore, J is 1. K would be 11, so that'd be 1 plus 1 is 2, and so on and so forth, all the way up to Z. So you get this repeated pattern of 1 through 9, 1 through 9, 1 through 8, ending at Z. So that's how we got the 45 for Cristiano there. So if we look at the number properties for 4,507, you'll see that it is the 611th prime number, which is quite interesting considering that today it has 61 date numerology. And the way we get that numerology would just be adding the numbers of today's date. 9 plus 11 plus 20 plus 21 is 61. And we also get the inversion there of the 16, adding 9 plus 1 plus 1 plus 22 plus 2 plus 1, as 0 holds no value. So another little coincidence, quote unquote, there. But also 611, if you look at that, if you flip that upside down, the inversion, it is also 9/11. So how perfect for that to be the exact distance between his last game for Manchester United and his return on 9/11. All right, so let's get on to the next slide here. This is my first video, so I apologize if I stumble or go back and forth on things a little bit. I am new to this, but I definitely would like to get good with it. So as you see here, he was the perfect person to carry out this 9/11 Twin Towers rituals, as if you look in the reverse ordinal, which is the exact same as that first cipher we talked about, where A through Z is 1 to 26, we just flip that in reverse. So Z becomes 1 now, and A becomes 26, and the rest is in between there. So as you see, Ronaldo equals 110, perfect, just like 11, as 0 holds no value. 11 as in a 9/11, and very symbolic of the Twin Towers. But furthermore, if you use reverse full reduction, which is the exact same cipher that we just used to get 45 with Cristiano, but we flip it on reverse, where we start with Z as 1, just like we did with reverse for there, it equals 101, once again symbolic of the 11 in the date in the Twin Towers there. So I wasn't too sure what was going to be happening throughout this game. As my brother told me his return was going to be on 9/11 a few days ago, I had a feeling that there'd definitely be some things to look out for. And once he scored his first goal, I knew right away. As the announcers, they hint at this stuff. This stuff is not hidden. It's in the open. You just have to have the eyes and ears to notice it and be aware of the existence of this language and knowledge to really pick up on it. As they said that his last goal he scored for Manchester United and in Manchester United jersey was his 118th. Then he scored in the 45th minute, just like the 45 in his name, to score his 119th goal on 119 or 9/11. It's like there's people with controllers playing this as a video game, controlling these guys and having them score when they want them to. And we're just getting started. As you see, there's only 6 slides here. There's definitely way more that goes into this with the other numbers, but I'm just going to touch on the base ones that really stand out with the 9/11 symbology. So as you see here, it was 1-0 after Cristiano Ronaldo's goal there, and then we got the second goal of the game from Newcastle United's number 19, once again, Javier Manquillo, who ties it at 1-1 like 11. As you see there, that is his number 19, and if you type out his full name there, of course, it's 91, the perfect guy that tied at 1-1. And also his name there, using that standard English ordinal cipher, equals 114, reminding us of today's date numerology, just 41 and 14. And so far in my practices, I'm not sure if that is significant enough or it's enough of a connection, because there is an extra 1 there, but nonetheless, I found it interesting considering it is a perfect mirror image almost of the date numerology you see here. And I just realized this tracks the mouse, so I can be pointing to this for you guys. I will start doing that as I am pacing around trying to do this. And then I also found it interesting, he plays for Newcastle United, who they're versing. It equals 141, reminding us of the date numerology here for today's date. You guys know, so with this 25 to this 52 that's popped up a little bit that I sort of overlooked, but that can play big time into there too. But once again, I encourage everyone to go do this for himself. It's super easy. All you have to do is go to this website here. Very simple, gematria.com, and you type in whatever your word. Type in my name. There you go. How perfect. 41 and 14, just like we were talking about. Big God's meant to be doing this. And yeah, you just do whatever. It's very simple. You do the date durations. I'm going to go back from 2001, 9/11 to today's date. As you see, boom, 20 years, and they'll give you the numerologies of those dates. It's very simple. It's simple math. It's the stuff we were never taught in school. Let's go back to the presentation here. Okay. So we get into the second slide here. Bruno Fernandes was the one to score to make it 3-1. I forget, was it Ronaldo who scored the second goal? Yes, and he scored in the 62nd minute there. I'm going to have to go back and see there, but I didn't want to spend too much time putting this together, as I've been doing this for a couple hours already, and I want to get this out just because I believe there's enough here to say that, yeah, we have some conspiracy of some sorts going on here. Anyways, yes, so Cristiano scored to make it 2 there, and Bruno Fernandes, as you see, scored at the 80th minute, which ties in very nicely with him being number 18, just like Cristiano equals that 108. Once again, 0 holds no placement. 108, 18 in the 80th minute to make it 3-1. And 3-1, not unlike 31. If you type out 31, perfect, 109. Snugs in there real nice. And yes, this could be a little on the fence of trying to connect things that aren't there. But there is more that goes into that. As we see, these are all today's goal scorers and their birth and numerology. And I also added the 2001 date numerology of 9/11 and today's. And as you can see, it's as if all these were the guys who had to score today. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. He has the 111, just like 9/11 happened on the 111th day, just like today was the 111th day. Also has that 30 there, syncing up with Bruno Fernandes, who also has that 111, perfect for today, and that 114, just like we went over earlier, right here with Manquillo and today's date numerology with the 41. Same with 2001's September 11th numerology, and same with down here. And hopefully my mic's working there. It almost cut out. Hopefully it doesn't die on me. Okay, I think we're good. And then, yep, once we go over to Javier Manquillo, 33, very, very prominent number to these secret societies, the 33 degrees of the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. Very sacred number, comes to esoteric spiritual practices through energy. and all that good stuff. I won't go into that now, as I definitely a presentation for another time that covers a lot of different grounds. Very sacred number nonetheless. I'm sure people have seen this number oddly pop up in the news here and there over and over. Yes, let's go to Jesse Lingard here, who scored to make it 4-1 for the game to finish at 4-1. How perfect for today's date numerology. And he, of course, wears the number 14. Of course, like he was meant to do this. He had to. And of course, his birth numerology has the 119, like 9/11, and the 30. And I just realized the 48 there as well, which where do we have 48 before? Was there a 48 before? I think there was. It was another number that was from a different cipher in there, but it all ties in. And like I said, I encourage you guys to go yourself and try decoding some of these numbers and seeing if you find any connections, because the probability of these all being coincidence is improbable. Like I said, I encourage you to do the math, because I will not do the math and for this, as it goes up to the millions and potential billions as this carries on. So yeah, I thought this was very interesting. This is my first video here, so hopefully it came across good for you in an understanding way as much as possible, as this is a pretty complicated subject, as it goes very deep and it ties into all facets of our society as we know it, from sports to news to elections to politics, whatever you name it. It's the same repeated numbers we see throughout this over and over and over in these numerical rituals. And one last thing before we go off, I found this is very interesting how Bruno Fernandez's surname there, Fernandez, equals 93 and 48. That was that 48 I was talking about that we just saw there, Jesse Lingard. Anyways, equals 93 and 48, just like the blind sheik who was blamed for the 1993 World Trade Center bombings, which was definitely I'd say a test run in a way for what happened a few years later on 9/11, or where they planted some of the thermite type bombs for the demolition of those towers. So yes, very interesting stuff, and I'm sure more will come to light. I have this on my here. Let me put my Twitter over to the screen here. I posted this originally on my Twitter here. As you see, we go a little deeper in this video, of course, but this is where you're going to be seeing live stuff from me. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully I opened some people's eyes to the possibility that maybe our reality and our world is not what it seems, because it most definitely isn't. And then this practice of gematria, of coding numbers into letters to hide secret riddles for the viewers and readers to decode, goes back thousands of years. And like I said, it's prominent everywhere you look, and it answers many questions in our history that have been left unanswered, from JFK to MLK, even George Floyd's killing. All these same numbers keep reappearing in these numerical rituals, which, like I said, the probability of these things happening consistently with every single new mainstream news article that comes out is just improbable. So like I said, I encourage you guys to go and do this research for yourself and decode it yourself. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.